Alright, we back. Camera died on us. But anyway though, man, let's get it.
Shaki. The two boys started threatening the guards and then escaped with Shaki, and they were on the run for months. A nationwide manhunt was out to find them, and many members from the Death Patrol gang got raided, but there was no luck. Until a basement outside Stockholm was raided, and two members of the Death Patrol and Shaki was all found and arrested, with Shaki being sent back to serve his sentence. Now, if you know your geography, you'll know that Sweden borders another country.
I don't know my geography
but unlike
at all.
Sweden,
I'm trying to
Denmark
learn
hasn't really seen much gang violence. In fact, Denmark
so small.
rated the third most peaceful country in the world. But on June the 25th, 2019, Denmark was subject to something that no one expected. So 3 members of the Shottaz gang arranged to meet a Norwegian musician to network and make some tracks together. So they took a 7-hour drive from Stockholm to the capital city of Denmark called Copenhagen to meet up with a musician. But what they didn't know was that the musician...
Like, if you know anything about, like, America, that's like driving from, like, Jersey to North Carolina. So we crossing about, let's say, we crossing about like 5 or 6 states. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, wait, are you? Yeah. I'm mumbling it so I can just know it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, about 4, 5, 6. Anyway, man.
Actually led the 3 Shottaz members into a trap. Waiting for them in Denmark was 5 members of the Death Patrol gang who flew in there the night previous. When they arrived, the Death Patrol gang started firing into their car. The driver managed to get out and run behind a parking garage with a shot to his leg. But his 21-year-old brother-in-law and another member wasn't as lucky, both dying from the shooting. One of the Shottaz members even tried to get out the car and crawl out, but a member of the Death Patrol gang got out of his car, reloaded his AK-47 and let off another 14 shots point blank range.
Yeah, overseas, yo, y'all playing with down south. Now I'm saying down south of them toys.
5 men were charged and sentenced for the murder, where they are serving life in a Norwegian prison. One man being 23-year-old Muhammad Ali. Recently, it was decided that the killers would be deported back to Sweden to finish off their sentence. But news broke out that Muhammad is begging the court not to send him back to Sweden, saying that in a Swedish prison his life will be in danger. He even said he would rather be sent back to Somalia, which is where his parents are originally from, just showing how dangerous this war is.
So he could be closer to his parents.
I
want to know whatever happened to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, is there a backstory to this as well?
Called Yasin the Don, and he really blew
My
up
guy, man, he be bodying stuff.
At the same time, there was another Swedish rapper running up on the scene, a kid called Einar from the other side of Stockholm, who was blowing up on the Swedish charts, getting the most streams on Spotify in Sweden in 2019. But around the same time, Einar was still knees deep in the streets, being affiliated with a gang called the Varby Network. Now, Yasin and Einar actually used to be cool, until Einar got into an argument with an affiliate of Yasin's gang, another big rapper in the city called Havel. After the argument, Yasin, Havel,
I mess with Havel heavy. He's one of the rappers that definitely showed me love, so definitely shout out to him. Anyway, man.
Would make slight disses towards each other, until Havel invited Einar to an apartment to squash the beef. When Einar pulled up to the apartment, Havel and others kidnapped him, tying him up and holding him hostage in an apartment. During the kidnapping,
so it's like, did you come by yourself?
His chains and held him for £100,000 ransom. The gang even forced Einar to wear female underwear and took numerous.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Like, if you overseas, get somebody say like, yo, man, some $American dollars. Hey, yo, bro. Relax and take notes. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, hypothetically.
In embarrassing positions. Havel and his gang threatened that if Einar didn't pay the ransom money, that they would release the pictures. But Einar refused to pay, so the pictures were posted all over social media. At the same time, Swedish police were starting to crack down heavy on Stockholm gangs. And once the pictures got released, they wanted to make examples out of Yasin and Havel. Same time, Swedish police were working with other countries on a crackdown of an encrypted network called EncroChat, which was a network where normally criminals would discuss illegal activities on an untraceable server, until the server was hacked by international authorities in 2020. During this hack, Swedish authorities managed to track messages sent by Yasin on the plot to kidnap the rival rapper Einar. Yasin originally plotted to lure Einar to a recording studio where they would have captured him, but Havel beat him to it. Both Yasin and Havel were both arrested for the kidnapping, with Yasin sentenced to 10 months and Havel sentenced to 2 years. But the court wasn't wasn't happy
She-
and wanted longer sentences.
That's quick though.
But to do this,
Know what I'm
they
saying? That's a
needed
good in shape right there. Know what I'm saying? Regiment right there. 10 with 10 in the 2. Yeah. We gonna
to
get in shape.
testify against him at court. Several months later, Havel's little brother is shot and killed, and Ina was the number one suspect for this, but they had no evidence against him. But regardless of this, the
what
court
did he
was
say?
still...
What did he say? Hold up, let's play that back for a second. He said who?
But to do this, they needed Ina to testify against him at court. Several months later, Havel's little brother is shot and killed, and Ina was the number one suspect for this, but they had no evidence against him. But regardless of this, the court was still persistent on getting Yasin and Havel's sentence increased. But Ina was still...
Bro, you don't even care about my little
So
brother?
the police
That's
set up a
crazy.
false pickup from Ina's apartment, so you'd have no choice but to go to court. That same night that decision was made, Ina was shot dead with 1 bullet to the head and 2 to the stomach. No one knows the exact motive for the killing, but generally people think that it's because Ina was about to testify on the kidnapping. The shooters really...
Yo, that's crazy how like the government system works us, especially when it comes to like they force you to snitch and all that other stuff. Is like, I understand they gotta do their job, but it's like, yo, it's a lot. I want to go a lot depth into that actual conversation with the snitching allegations and stuff like that. Like I seen 1090 Jake and a lawyer that was talking about it. Definitely shout out to both of them. But street snitching and government snitching is 2 different things. So that goes with that. If you're a street person, you understand like certain things is like don't need to be talked on. Certain things definitely do. Like I feel as if like certain things ain't no snitch. Like bro, like if me and you doing something, we chilling and stuff like that, you get pulled over or something like that, like yo, like and you got it on you, but like I got my shit together. You feel what I'm saying? Like bro, you gotta. I'm not saying nothing, but bro, you don't say nothing, it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I may have 2 charges now. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, though, man. Anyway, hypothetically. Like that part ain't snitching. Like y'all gotta separate certain things, man.
And the same Glock that was used for the
a lot of people, they ain't even from the streets and stuff like that. They talking about some street rules, man. Some of y'all need to shut up.
With the caption 1-0, but still no one's been charged for the rapper's death. Yasin has since been released from prison for the kidnapping, but the feds still have him under investigation and could possibly re-arrest him for more serious charges to do with the kidnapping. He's also still a potential suspect for a murder on one of his own gang members that took place on New Year's Eve 2019. A 20-year-old Shottaz member called Vincent was shot dead in the back of a car in the early hours on New Year's Eve. In the car was 4 other Shottaz members, including Yasin. In the hours before, Snapchat footage shows Yasin and Vincent eating at a restaurant just moments before the murder. There was even footage of other members in the car giving Vincent a present. Police believe this was all recorded to try and cover up the Shottaz members' motives for the killing. Straight after the murder, Yasin booked the first morning flight to London, but was arrested shortly after. Evidence shows that the shot was fired.
That's a lot of smart movement.
Once they detained Yasin,
tell you that.
they also found gunpowder particles on his clothes. Police say a possible motive for the murder was that Vincent had been getting closer with another gang in the area, but for now, Yasin and other members have all been released due to lack of evidence. Anyway guys, I hope this gives everyone a bit of insight into what is going on in Sweden. I'll probably start doing more videos covering different countries, so drop in the comments what you want me to cover next. It's been your boy Kid Nerd, and peace out.
Yo, definitely shout out to you, my guy. Y'all definitely go support that. If y'all want to just watch the full video, definitely gonna link that down below. But like he said, y'all want me to do any other reactions to any of the countries, y'all already know, man. Tell them comments up. A lot to be said, especially with that video. I feel as if like not like just looking at a situation, but a situation as whole, as people need to get a lot of things straightened up. I think I remember the T.I. Thing with his cousin passing away. He said cousin, the homie passing away. He said he snitched on him and stuff like that. Like, yo, bro, when you play in the streets, right? You gotta understand, like, yo, there's certain rules that's like think about like the mafia back in the days. The mafia used to pay the cops. Yet alone, nobody ain't saying nothing about that. They working with the cops and everything. They talking about some not snitching, but they giving certain people up though. You get what I'm saying? Like you gotta separate certain things when when you trying to get money in this, like, ain't no rules. You just get money. That's the only rule. And once you understand that and remember that, right, everything else go out the window. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, though, man, not trying to keep you up for long. Anything else? Nah, we don't got nothing else. Like I said, I'm trying to think of a good intro. Still, I have yet to get an outro, and an intro actually for this. You know what I mean? But I mess with both of them. Like, just leave it like this and just end this junk, man. Catch me next time, man. You dig? Anyway, man. Yeah.